April 17th, 1944, 13:42 hours, somewhere above the dense, endless green of the New Guinea jungle. The engine doesn't fail all at once. It coughs, a sharp, metallic stutter that cuts through the steady hum of the aircraft like a warning whispered too late. First Lieutenant Jim Callahan grips the controls tighter. His knuckles turn white. Sweat beads under his flight helmet despite the freezing air at altitude. Then comes the second cough. Louder, violent. The right engine erupts in a flash of orange flame. Mayday, Mayday, this is Red 2. I'm hit. Losing power. Static answers him. Below, the jungle waits thick, wet, and utterly unforgiving. No clearings, no rivers wide enough. Just a suffocating blanket of green that stretches to the horizon. Japanese anti-aircraft fire had found him, and now gravity would finish the job. The aircraft begins to spiral. The cockpit shakes violently, metal screaming under stress. Instruments flicker. Altitude drops fast. 12,000 feet. 10,000. Jim's breathing becomes sharp, controlled. Training takes over, but fear creeps in anyway. It always does. You can almost feel it with him, that cold realization. He's not making it back. Come on. Come on. Nickelders, fighting the controls, trying to level the dying aircraft. But the fire spreads. Fuel lines ignite. The right wing starts to tear apart. There's no choice now. He reaches for the canopy latch. Wind explodes into the cockpit as it blows open, deafening, violent. The storm doesn't break in the jungle. It leaks in. A slow, gray light seeps through the thick canopy, revealing a world that feels even more suffocating than it did at night. The air is heavy, wet like breathing through cloth. Jim Callahan is already awake, if he slept at all. His eyes are bloodshot, his grip still tight around the Colt. 45. Every sound from the night still echoes in his mind, every rustle, every distant cry. But now, a new threat takes over. Hunger. It gnaws at him almost immediately. He pulls out his ration pack, staring at it for a long moment. A few biscuits, some dried meat, enough for maybe 2 days, if he stretches it. He eats half of one biscuit, then stops, forces himself to put it away. Think, he mutters. You've got to think. Training kicks in again, but this time, it feels thinner, less certain. Survival school never truly prepared them for this. Because this isn't a controlled exercise. This is real. And out here, mistakes don't get corrected. They get punished. He stands slowly, wincing as pain shoots through his ribs. Probably cracked. Every breath reminds him, but staying still isn't an option. He needs water. More than food. More than anything, water means time. He listens carefully, and there it is. Faint. A trickling sound. A stream. He moves cautiously, stepping over roots, pushing through thick vegetation. Every movement is deliberate. Every snapped twig feels too loud. You can almost feel his paranoia now. April 24th, 1944, 9:10 hours. Allied forward airstrip, Port Moresby. The jungle looks calm from the air. That's the lie. Captain Robert Hale knows it better than most. He leans forward in the cockpit of his observation plane, scanning the endless green below through narrowed eyes. Nothing, his co-pilot mutters. Same as yesterday. Hale doesn't answer, because something did happen yesterday. Something small, easy to miss, but not to him. Circle back, Hale says suddenly. The co-pilot hesitates. Sir, we're low on fuel. Circle back. There's something in his voice that cuts through protocol. They bank hard, the aircraft tilting as the jungle swings beneath them again. Hale grips the binoculars tighter, scanning the area where he saw it. There, near a break in the canopy. Something unnatural. Not movement, not exactly. A shape, a pattern that doesn't belong. Hold it steady, The plane steadies. Hale leans forward, heart pounding. And then he sees it. A strip of fabric. Faded, torn, caught high in the branches of a tree. White, parachute silk. Back on the ground, the airstrip buzzes with routine. Engines roar. Crews move with practiced efficiency. War doesn't pause for one missing pilot. But Hale isn't moving. He stands in front of a map table, finger pressed firmly against a marked location deep in enemy-held jungle. He's alive. The room goes quiet. A few officers exchange glances. Major Thomas Briggs, Operations Commander, folds his arms. April 25th, 1944. 6-2 hours. Low altitude, over enemy jungle. Mark that position, Captain Hale shouts, already banking the aircraft into a tight turn. Below, the jungle churns with movement now not obvious, not clear, but alive in a different way. Not just nature, men. Smoke? The co-pilot asks. No time, Hale snaps. We've got maybe minutes before they close in. Because they both know what that gunfire meant. Not just a signal, a beacon. On the ground, Jim Callahan stumbles backward, his breathing ragged, ears ringing from the shots. Then, a sound he was dreading. Branches snapping, fast, organized, coming from multiple directions. They're here, he whispers. His body tries to move, but it barely responds. 9 days of starvation, infection, and exhaustion have taken their toll. Running isn't an option anymore. Hiding? Maybe, if he can move. Now, Jim forces himself forward, dragging his body through the undergrowth, ignoring the pain tearing through his legs. He dives behind a cluster of thick roots, pressing himself into the mud, trying to become invisible. The jungle closes in around him, silent again, for a moment. Then, voices. Sharp, urgent, closer than ever before. Japanese soldiers burst through the foliage, rifles raised, scanning the area. They spread out quickly, disciplined, efficient. They know exactly what they're looking for. One of them kneels near the spot where Jim fired, examines the ground, fresh footprints, disturbed earth. April 25th, 1944, 6:11 hours. Jungle clearing barely 20 meters wide. The aircraft comes in too fast, too low. Branches tear across its wings, snapping like gunfire. The landing gear nearly clips a tree trunk as the pilot fights to keep control. Inside the cockpit, Captain Hale doesn't blink. Hold it steady. Hold it steady. But nothing about this is steady. On the ground, Ruiz sees the opening and commits. Go! Go! They burst into the clearing. Gunfire erupts behind them instantly. Bullets rip through leaves, slam into tree trunks, kick up dirt at their feet. The sound is deafening, chaotic, everywhere at once. Jim is barely conscious now. His legs drag, his head hangs low. Ruiz practically carries him. Every step, a fight against time, against exhaustion, against death itself. Don't stop, Ruiz shouts, though he's not sure Jim can even hear him anymore. The aircraft slams down. Not a smooth landing, a controlled crash. The wheels hit uneven ground, bouncing hard. The fuselage groans under the impact as it skids forward, barely staying intact. Go, go, go! The crew chief yells, already pulling the door open. Ruiz and his team reach the edge of the clearing just as the plane struggles to slow. This is it. No second chances. Behind them, Japanese soldiers break through the jungle line, rifles raised, firing, closing in fast, too fast. One of Ruiz's men turns, dropping to a knee, returning fire. Get him on the plane! He shouts. Ruiz doesn't hesitate. He pushes forward,